Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to episode number 2, in which we're gonna have a look at Mr. Snake Eyes right here. Not versus Brunhild anymore, but versus Asuka, which indeed will turn out to be a challenge. So, yes, indeed, I must say right here that Mr. Mikuyada today in the morning did indeed saw this one coming, which proves to me again that's the reason why I have always read his messages, and sometimes I even ended up reading those messages 2 times. Yeah. So let's jump into the battle reports and let the battles actually tell us the story. Of course, you see now on the other side of the screen already a battle animation running. Enjoy that. And of course, we again have to mention Mr. Darth and give him a huge thank you for helping us doing this hero evaluation. So let's start first of all, as always, by me not showing you the battle result, but first having a look at the stats. So yes, what you're gonna see in this video is gonna be Mr. Snake Eyes versus Asuka. I have explicitly asked Mr. Darth here to take Asuka down to level 5, and you see me with Snake Eyes level 7. Of course, we are not using the Heavy Trooper, and yes guys, we are also not gonna use the formation just like you guys suggested on the channel. A small thing we do indeed have to add right here, that we are testing tanks versus tanks, and this time full with encirclement units, and we're gonna have a lot of battery reports to show you guys. So let's have a look right here. These are the stats. Not much has changed, to be honest. And of course, for the sake of mentioning this, we also have to show you the DEF of the army, which is kind of pretty equal, and of course the DEF of all units. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. And yes, indeed, Miku saw this one coming. And in this video, we're gonna have a look at all these battle reports. I will also give you another good tip, hopefully. So, of course, we can discuss about that in the comments of the video. So you see also here, we are using exclusively units 102 and no heavy trooper and no formation. So this is the second battle report. Let's have a look at the third battle report. Here we go. Here again. Yeah, Mr. Snake Eyes kind of having some issues with Miss Asuka. So yeah, looks pretty interesting, to be honest. So let's have a look at this battle report right here. Of course, we're gonna stop at one battle report. We're gonna look through it a bit more deeper. So here is yet here another battle report, in which, yeah, again, you see kind of a constance here in these battle reports, honestly speaking. So let's carry on. That was that battle report. In this one, he was left with 32%. And yeah, I think you should have watched the first video in which Mr. Snake Eyes was facing Brunhild, and that was a one-sided battle, to be honest, just like this one right here. And while I'm showing you this battle report, let me tell you my honest opinion about this. So from my perspective, yes, I don't see a competition between Asuka and Snake Eyes. I simply love Snake Eyes, the way he is designed. Absolutely super nice hero. But yes, I also love Asuka a lot. So from this perspective, I really have no issue putting her on the planes while keeping Mr. Snake Eyes on my tank. So this is also a battle report. So no, you know what? Let's jump now into the replay. So first of all, I am constantly attacking, and I haven't succeeded to win not at least a single time versus Asuka. So that's why I am the attacker. We have to pay attention to that. And we have to look to the power changes, and you kind of see where this is going to. So you see Asuka being kind of more stable over time, at least in this battle report. And there are also a lot of rounds, but not that many rounds like you saw, for example, versus Brunhild. Yeah. So what is the thing right here? So what's happening here? Asuka works pretty awesome, to be honest. And of course, also with her little burn light there, this is not bad either. But if you think for a second now about Mr. Duke, now I know a lot of people out there are actually using Duke on planes, which is absolutely not bad at all. Quite the contrary, I think this is a small advantage because Duke is designed to exclusively hit first the back rows till he takes them out, meaning in that time Duke specifically won't hit the first two rows in which Snake Eyes strength and Snake Eyes damage and attack lies on. So I'm expecting actually some interesting battle reports when it's gonna come down to planes versus tanks. Now, can we draw a very careful conclusion only by looking at Brunhild and Asuka? And I think we can do that. I simply love the way Duke is designed. I simply love that, and I must be honest to you guys, I simply love Snake Eyes even more. I simply love this hero. I have no issue with the fight Snake Eyes versus Asuka because it allows me to use Asuka on planes, and of course on one side tanks are getting slightly stronger. There's no question about it. If you're still not willing to take Asuka from the tanks and put it on the planes and use Mr. Snake Eyes. But if you're gonna use this setup with Mr. Gypsy, with Striker or Shinji or Duke, together with Mr. Snake Eyes, then sure we can expect some very annoying battle reports between the planes and the tanks, even though the tanks would have the upper hand versus the planes, aka in other words the suppressions. So anyways, beautiful people, I hope you watched all 3 videos regarding Mr. Snake Eyes. If you have questions, it doesn't really matter which video you're gonna pick in order to ask a question. It also doesn't matter which topic that question will be. I will gonna try to answer it as soon as possible. Again, guys, thank you very much. We are now round about 13 months with this channel, and we have indeed succeeded to pass this magical limit of 10,000 subscribers. But please guys, let's not stop here. There's still a lot for us to do in Top War and try to improve this game to make it better day by day and patch by patch. And as always, beautiful people, don't forget to see me in the next episode, and there are gonna be plenty of episodes to come also with Mr. Snake Eyes. If you guys also have different suggestions how you'd like to see Mr. Snake Eyes, sure, let's have a look at it. And don't forget to see me in the next episode.